Yo, so people, it's your boy Dilemma here. Today I'm bringing you a new show. I can say it's called Valuable or Garbage. So in this show, I'll be going through some thoughts, not thoughts, rather some quotes of quotes I think which are valuable and which are garbage, and I'll be rating them in this series or whatever I can call it. So let's just get straight into it. Here we go. First quote is, I'm gonna put it right here. Well, for this one, right? Let me say it like this: the worst thing you could ever have in your life is regret. I think that's the worst thing you could ever have. The worst thing, like in life, I think, is regret. If you're gonna live your life where you come up to a place where you have regrets, because it says exactly 20 years from now. Imagine yourself 20 years from now, like 20 years, 20 years from now. And you may be 50, some will be 50, some maybe you'll be 40 or whatever you'll be. 20 years from now, if you did not, if you're gonna look back 20 years from now and find yourself with decisions you wish you'd made, because I have people right now who I know who are not even in their 50s yet, right? But they're already regretting things they didn't do. And I'm like to myself, I'm like, if I have to, I'll make each and every choice, whether it's a mistake, whether it's wrong, whether it's right. I'll make each and every choice right now, right here. And if it falls or whatever, it's something, at least my conscience will be clear 20 years from now that I did what I wanted to do, and if it failed, well, at least I knew I took that opportunity, I made it work. If it worked, well, that's enough for me. If it didn't work, well, it happened too. For this one, it's pretty valuable to me. I'll put it in the valuable box. So let's go on to the second one right now. I think it's here. Like for me, guys, like this one, for me, this one, I really don't know. Like life is a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're going to get. Life is a box of chocolates, right? Yeah. Maybe I'm not a chocolate fan or anything, but life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay, like, but it's a box of chocolates, right? Aren't there chocolates inside? Like, aren't there chocolates inside? Like, aren't there supposed to be chocolates inside? It's a box of chocolates. Aren't there supposed to be chocolates inside? Like for this one, I really do not know what people can put it like. Aren't there supposed to be chocolates inside the box of chocolates? And someone and whoever wrote this, I do not know who wrote it. The first one was by Mark Twain. For this one, I do not know who wrote it. Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I really do not know. Like, it's a box of chocolates. You're supposed to get chocolates inside. Or maybe the chocolate fans can explain it this to me, that inside the box of chocolates, sometimes you don't find chocolates. Or maybe like it was supposed to be like something metaphoric or something. Like it's confusing. For me, it's really confusing. It's a box of chocolates. I'm supposed to get chocolates. So for this one, I'm gonna put it at garbage. And like, let's go on to number three. What's going on at number three. Here it is. Like, guys, like, I think there's a lot of controversy right now on sleep. Sleep is not for the weak. If you're not gonna sleep, like I think people, like, for people who sort of know me, like, they see me sometimes maybe at 3 4 a.m, like I'll be maybe online or something, and then they think maybe I'm not sleeping or whatever. Guys, sleep is pretty important. Sleep is pretty important. Sleep is pretty important. Sleep 8 hours a day, sleep 10 hours a day if you have to, but it depends on how productive you are in the hours you're awake. And I think people misplace those two things and think that if you're not getting sleep, you're being productive. And I think it all comes down to your productivity as a person, that if you want to be productive about maybe 5 hours every day, you are really more productive than a lot of those people who are claiming that they do not sleep, guys. For me, guys, I can do I sometimes change my sleep routine, right? So sometimes maybe I might sleep in the afternoon, like for maybe something like 5 hours, which gives me that ample time for me to stretch myself up to maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m. That is when I'll be maybe working on some stuff and doing this. That is how I function, guys. Like, I sleep 10 hours a day, sleep 12 hours a day if you have to. But what matters is the time you are given when you're awake. What are you doing? That's what I think we should come to, that do not do not lose sleep over thinking that if you lost sleep, you're being productive. You are not being productive by losing sleep. Like, I think if you don't sleep, gives you more that gives you more, like, what can you say, like, it gives you more strain, and your body will be weak. So I think, guys, like, you should sleep. Sleep is not for the weak. Sleep is very important for each and everyone. You should sleep. Sleep. If you have to sleep right now, sleep. And for me, like, the thing I was talking about, switching schedules, like, that works for me. Sometimes, like, for a week, I might change my schedule to maybe sleeping in the afternoon so that I go around the night, or sleeping at night, then I go around the afternoon. Like, it depends on what really I'm doing. So for me, I really sleep, guys. Like, I sleep, like, I really sleep. Although I might maybe lose a few hours here and there, but I do sleep, guys. I do sleep. Sleep is very important. Anyone who tells you that sleep is for the weak, they're the weak one, because you have to be productive at your maximum on those days that on those days where you have slept. So you should sleep. Don't listen to everybody. Don't listen to anybody who tells you that sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for everyone. Sleep, it is important for you. Sleep 8 hours a day, sleep 10 hours a day. But what you're doing when you're awake is what matters. What you're doing when you're awake is what matters. There are people out here claiming, oh, I sleep 2 hours. I'm like, really? And then you try to audit what they're doing exactly, and then you see that it's more valuable for that person to get sleep, and it's more valuable, they should get sleep, and not tell themselves that they are not going to sleep. So for this one, I'm gonna put it in garbage. It's right here in the long run. Okay, like, for this one, this is pretty true. Like, I feel like if you're not gonna be kind to somebody else, or try to build kindness and good spirit within yourself, that you are kind, and that you should build that spirit that you're kind and gentle, like, because in the long run, I think it's gonna play off better than having to be a mean person. Like, mean people really win in life. Like, they might win in the short term. Like, mean people do win in the short term, but I think that you should not be mean at all. Be kind always, even when it's going bad for you, even when nothing is going good for you, or whatever it is that's happening in your life right now. You should always be kind, because I think that's the main, like, goal of what us being here, is that you live the world better than you found it. So I think, like, for a lot of people, they think that if you go the route of being mean, there is more ROI than being kind, than being a kind person. I think if you can go to bed, like, I always think of, like, the things I do, like, if you can go to bed happy about being kind. Be kind. Because I don't think there's anybody who's mean to people, who goes to bed and is peaceful. Like, I doubt there is a person who goes to bed peaceful when they're pretty mean to everyone. I doubt that. Like, yeah, that's why a lot of people are drinking. Like, they drink and whatever, and then they get drunk, and that's how they sleep. They find ways to forget about the meanness they are to other people, and I think that's pretty wrong. So I think that you should be kind. Like, in the long run, you should be kind, guys. Like, be kind. If anybody tells you not to be kind, tell them to get away. So this one, I'm putting it in the valuable box. Let's go straight to the next one. Let's see. Like, this one, like, I really love this one. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's insanity, guys. Like, if you're gonna do the same thing you've been doing for 20 years and it's not working for you, that's insanity, guys. Like, that's real insanity, guys. Like, why would you do something for 20 years and it's not working for you, and you continue doing it thinking something different is gonna come out of it? There is nothing that's gonna change if you do not change. We are meant to change, and I think people don't understand that, and then they think, I was born like this, I should be like this should be me. Like, no, I do not think that. If you're going to continue doing the same thing over and over again, thinking it's good, and it will lead you to a place where I don't know, something different might happen. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, it is not giving you any good results or whatever, and you're doing it over and over again, I think that's insanity, guys. That's freaking insanity. I will not lie to you. If you're doing something you've been doing for 10, 20 years, and then you think it's going to give you different results, you are insane. You are insane. Like, stop it. If you think that doing whatever you're doing for 20 plus years, you've been doing like the wrong thing, I don't know what you're doing, and you think it's gonna somehow give you different results, rub that off. I think you should start thinking of doing something different, because I think people, right, mistake. I think there's people with this notion that you should not change. I think you should change. If you're changing for the better, I think you should change. And for me, right, what I think is what's gonna happen is I'm gonna change a lot. I might come back to this video and change these codes which I have, and telling you that no, this quota was wrong, because I am not afraid of changing myself. That's the first thing I've noticed, that a lot of people are afraid of changing themselves. So for me, this one, I'm putting it in the valuable box. I think which one's the valuable box? Whichever is the valuable box, it is going into that valuable box. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's insanity. Do not be insane. This was this week's episode of Valuable or Garbage. So this one, valuable. Stay tuned for the next one.